Good morning, YouTube, and welcome to the first ever Wired Morning Show. Today's first episode will be about female superheroes. So, why female superheroes? Well, I feel like superheroes are generally on the male side. It is harder to market women as superheroes. Action heroes, not so much. You can humanize it a little bit to make it more approachable. Not believable. It's very believable for women to be seen as these very strong and heroic heroines. But in terms of the superficial type of action heroes, for superheroes, it's hard to not make it grotesque. You know what I mean? Like, when you have a female action hero, she doesn't have to be half naked for it to sell. She just has to be encompassing. Like, people can surround themselves around that female character and not feel like it's unnatural. And not that it's unnatural for a female to be a superhero, but in order for a director or a film company to sell a female superhero, they have to do it in a way that it's not grotesque or sexist or goes against the stereotypes portrayed on women. But the problem with that is they're being too safe. You know what I mean? Like, they're so concerned about not selling like something well, as opposed to really trying to empower women. Now, you don't have to empower women in a feminist way, but you have to make it seem like women can relate to this character, because in order for a movie to sell well, there has to be character development, and that can very easily be done with superheroes. Now, why has that not been done? Because directors are scared. They're scared of being, critiqued about how they portrayed this woman as a superhero but was dressed in a slutty way. There's no hiding the fact that it's very hard to make women feel like how they're being presented in a society in terms of screen time for women as action heroes. Let's look at She-Hulk. She-Hulk, before she was She-Hulk, she was a lawyer for Bruce Banner and needed a blood transfusion. And since no one other than Bruce Banner was a matching donor, she needed his blood. So he donated his blood to her, and which mutated her to the She-Hulk. And according to a research I did, she first had difficulty with the transformation and didn't really know how to control it, just like Bruce Banner did when he first became the Hulk. But She-Hulk would be very hard to make a movie about, or at least have her as a cameo in a Hulk movie. The reason for that is because when you look at the Hulk, you see the entire sculpture of the Hulk, visually speaking. The chest, the shoulders, the abs, the legs, everything. And as a society that not only depicts each sex on certain characteristics seen throughout the day or on TV or movies, etc., those characters are written in certain ways. The Hulk was designed to look very, not just massive, but very empowering. And that's generally how male characters, not just in action, but in all movies, are portrayed. Whether it is a drama or not, it's always he's the breadwinner, and the woman is the softer side of it. Doesn't mean that she doesn't have any strength. The way female characters are written in movies are generally softer, even if they are hardened by emotions or strength in general. They'll always be seen as the kinder sex, not the weaker sex, but the kinder sex. So, in order for the She-Hulk to work, if it was going to be a movie, she would have to be written in a kinder fashion. You know what I mean? Like, not that she's weaker, but she's more emotionally based, whereas the Hulk is more about just his anger, whereas She-Hulk would be more about her past and how she became She-Hulk. Maybe her origin has nothing to do with just mutation. Maybe she's getting her anger out at because of past issues. Lastly, I leave you with this note to all directors. Don't try to be too safe. Because the more safe you act in terms of how you want a movie to sell, the harder it's going to be for an audience to believe that you are going to take a chance on certain risks that can either pay off well or pay off badly. And the risk I'm talking about is not political aspects of life. I'm talking more about how sexes are portrayed, not just in film, but in society. And I feel the way you, the directors, have to sell your movie and write your movies is by asking your audience or your fans, what is it that they want to see in their movies? You know, what is it that they want to see in female characters? Because everybody knows that male characters is no issue with anybody. Male characters don't have any dangers with them, okay? Because it's portrayed all the time. You know, male character is, you know, like the James Bond person, or the father that lost everything but is trying to win back his family, blah blah blah. But female characters have not been given the chance to be seen as those popular types of characters. Now, what I, as a fan or as a film enthusiast, want to see is a female character that can really pull people's attention without being given any hate. Now, I'm sure there have been in the past some female characters that have done so, but not currently. Currently, it's been very dicey the way female characters are being written, and everything is very judgmental these days. It's very judgy. I mean, I don't know if it's because of parenting or just how there's so much garbage on TV and movies, and that's why really experienced directors are very scared nowadays because they don't know how the audience is going to take what they have to offer, etc. So please take those thoughts into consideration. If no director has seen this video or will be seeing this video, I've said my piece. As for my subscribers, please understand that this video today has nothing to do with me being sexist towards women or saying that it hasn't been done or it's not possible for female characters to be superheroes. It just means I feel it hasn't been done enough or correctly. With all that being said, have a good day.